Good day everyone. In this video now, I want to talk to you about something that the Mayor of Cape Town, Jordan Lewis, said this morning with regards to Eskom's load shedding. Now, many of you might know that load shedding has been implemented and will continue until this coming weekend unless things improve at many of the plants across the country. And I've explained at pains before why load shedding is necessary to keep the grid stable and make sure that we don't end up in blackouts. But Jordan Lewis is not qualified to make statements because he's not qualified in anything to do with energy, and neither are his advisors. This is clear. And maybe the first thing he should do is fire them all and get people that actually know what they're talking about. Because he now wants to say again that Cape Town will break away from Eskom and therefore they will not have load shedding. I want Jordan Lewis to explain to me quite plain and simply how he's going to absolutely go and slam every wind turbine when the wind stops, and because of that you can't get energy from it, or how he's going to slam the solar power when the night comes and it cannot produce energy. Because if he uses batteries to save the energy, the cost will be through the roof. Is he going to slam the cost of these IPPs, seeing that he's slamming Eskom for these load shedding intervals? Now, Jordan Lewis as a person is not qualified to understand anything to do with national grids and how grids fit together, how power generation works, and how we as people of South Africa will absolutely be ripped off financially, and how we have been ripped off by these IPPs that are supplying energy into the Eskom grid right now, and how they've escalated the costs through the roof. That most of the increases that Eskom has to give to you is because of the cost of IPPs, because they are way beyond what the current coal-fired and nuclear power station in the Eskom fleet is actually charging per kilowatt hour. And with a station such as Skuburg at just over 40 cents per kilowatt hour, we have people calling for it to be shut down. Shame on them. These people don't know what they're talking about. We need grid stability if we actually want to, like Mayor Slams Eskom said, re-industrialize the country. And I agree with him. We do need to re-industrialize the country. But when people like Jordan Lewis comes with these plans for IPPs with what he calls renewable energy, there is no way that we can industrialize Cape Town, because they will not be able to supply the stable power that we need for those industries. It'll make it impossible, and he should know this. And this is why they say very gingerly at the end of their articles, and they're getting a lot of media play at this stage, that in time this will happen. None of that will happen in time, because firstly, you cannot do what they are saying, so they are lying. And they are just posturizing by using mainstream media and putting article headlines out there, lying to you. And this needs to be known. Jordan Lewis is lying to you, and him slamming Eskom doesn't help anything. What he should say is, people, help Eskom. Wish and hope that all the engineers and technicians in Eskom working hard around the clock to fix things and to actually make sure that what Thabo Mbeki started back in the day by saying no more power stations will be built, that we can fix that. So Mayor Slams Eskom, speak to your brother and tell him he caused these problems we have in Eskom right now. And Jordan Lewis, stop talking rubbish. If you want to make statements, stop politicking. You are a lighty. You are a lighty. You know nothing about power generation. You are a lighty when it comes to making statements like that. And I will make sure that the whole of South Africa knows this, because you do not even know what most of the families in this country are going through, and what you are going to expose them to with your New World Order plans to create an infrastructure where there will be no industrialization, because it's the only way that your plans are actually going to work. But you don't want to tell anyone that. You don't have the guts to do it. Thank you very much. Till the next video.